I can't talk, I know that. So what better way to go about my really bad sickness than to talk about Andreas Johnsson? What exactly are the expectations for this player going into next season? By now, Leafs fans, you probably know about Andreas Johnsson's path, and all of the setbacks that were labeled upon him that prevented him from being a higher draft pick in the 2013 draft, wherein he got drafted in the 7th round by the Maple Leafs, 202nd overall. The Rory Boylan article on Sportsnet does a really good job at highlighting just how good Johnsson was, but how apparent work ethic issues set him back in the draft, seeing as in his draft year, 2012-2013, he posted a really good 54 points in 42 games, and in his draft plus 1 year, in the Frölunda Hockey Club system in the SHL, he had more points than Wenberg, who was drafted 14th overall in the same draft. So, basically, the 7th round guy beat out the top 20 talent in their first SHL years. If you've read the article, you know what happens next. All of these apparent work ethic issues and all that, plagued onto Johnsson by the media, was all just a result of some undiagnosed asthma. And so nowadays, Andreas Johnsson is pretty much the best forward prospect in the Leafs system, and he has been for a while now. As a point-per-game player in the AHL last season, with 26 goals and 54 total points in the same amount of games, Johnsson, who spent some time with the Leafs at the end of the season, definitely has heads turning his way. Playing with the Maple Leafs, he grabbed himself 2 goals and 3 total points in 9 games, and in the playoffs, he scored a goal and had an assist as well against the Bruins. It was all exciting to watch. And then going back over to the Toronto Marlies to finish off their playoff run, 16 games played, 24 points and 10 goals. Because Andreas Johnsson is a player who exhibited fantastic NHL likeness, and a guy who is speedy, has quick hands, and has a good offensive visioning for himself and the teammates around him, it's very much expected that he will be in the top 9 of the Maple Leafs next season, most likely on a line with Nazem Kadri as well as Kapanen. So what exactly is the expectation here? Johnsson has had success at literally every level that he's played at. In his last season in the SHL, he finished 6th in total points, and playing as one of the best Marlies in their playoff run, was 3rd in total points per game this past AHL playoff season, and he had 16 games played. So everything that we've seen of Andreas Johnsson so far has all been very positive. We saw his game at the NHL level, and we saw that it transitioned well. He was able to put himself in a good position to get goals, make plays, and be the most effective player that he could be. Of course, 3 total points in 9 NHL games with the Maple Leafs is not going to be the exact rate that he scores at next season, but it's interesting to take a look at it and try to gauge what exactly is the expectation here. And this is usually the part of the video where I give you guys my thoughts, where I step in and say, okay, these are my personal expectations, I think he's going to get this amount of goals, this amount of points, and I'm not going to do that here. Because, to be honest, I have no idea. I have no idea where to even begin starting to analyze and project this player's 18-19 season. Yes, he has been really good in the past for every league he's played in, but things could be looking a little bit different going into the NHL. So what are your expectations? Obviously, he's gonna most likely be playing with Nazem Kadri, who, as a 30-goal guy, is certainly someone who can help out offensively and thus boost the offensive production of the players around him. Is Johnsson going to come in and immediately reflect all of the success he's had in previous leagues, or is he going to have some growing pains to go through, go on a few cold streaks once in a while? I want you guys to project that out to me in the comments, because I'm sick as a dog right now. I can't really put my mind to things as well as I could beforehand, and I think it's very evident in my voice that I'm just trying to power myself through in this commentary right here. I've had to pause the recording so many times to cough and spit out my phlegm, but it doesn't change the fact that I'm still here, eager to know more about these players. So if I had to be the bigger man and explain my expectations for Andreas Johnsson, as I said, I can't really do that, but I guess the biggest expectation here is just for him to transition well. That's it, right? That's all we're looking for out of this? I'm looking for the point totals and the goal totals from you guys. So, comment down below what you think the expectations are for Andreas Johnsson. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Plus, gaming, and bye.